Hi, Lisa Renee here, and we are in my kitchen, and today I am going to cook up for you one of my favorites, probably one of yours, and it's great for a grab and go. I love to keep this in my fridge so that when I'm busy and I got to pack something to go in the car, this is ready, quick, easy to put together for a quick meal. And it's nothing fancy, absolutely nothing fancy. You probably got everything in your fridge, everything in your cupboard that you're going to need, and you're going to just love to have this on hand for busy weeknights as well. So let's get to it. And I want to mention this is great for low carb, keto, or even if you're aiming for just a little bit less carbs in your diet, you can make this absolutely to fit any way of eating you want. So I like to start with grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Can be a little pricey, but you know, Costco is your friend, so I would highly recommend it. And I just grab a pack of the Taco Bell seasoning. That's easy enough. So the ground beef, I like to sear it on at least one side, if not two, because it gets that really crispy and flavorful crust. And that way it gives your taco meat even more flavor. And I break it up, you can see the golden crust there. It's just beautiful. And I just like to break it up. In my taco salad, I like to have the beef very finely chopped. So I take the time to do, the chopping and pounding. It can be a little annoying and a little hand heavy, but it is worth it because it's easier to eat. I eat on the run a lot, and if I have a bowl of taco meat and fixins, it's easier to scoop it up with a spoon than it is to eat it with a fork. Definitely drain the grease. I don't mind fat in my diet, but I don't want all that grease, so I just use a paper towel. I don't put anything down my sink. I have a septic, so nothing in the sink. And of course, then that taco seasoning right on top. And this is actually 1.33 pounds of beef, and the packet is for 1 pound. But the spices and seasoning are enough that it covers the flavor for the whole 1.33 pounds. And then you just add, it says 3/4 cup. I add a little bit more than 3/4, maybe not right at the beginning, but later, because I like it a little bit soupy. It'll thicken up, but I like it a little bit soupy because it helps with the dressing factor. So my toppings, I use a bowl, a big bowl, because that way I can make as much as I want, or make it in a container, but you don't want to put it together if you're making it to go. So of course you got to have your Taco Bell sauce. I have a medium salsa, which is more like a pico. Extra toppings, you can always add your own, but I love my black olives, of course sour cream. And I use this Harvest Crunch. A lot of people would prefer iceberg, and you use whatever you like. And then of course the extra sharp cheddar. That cheddar actually had some mold on it, so I am going to open a new package and shred up a little bit and dice up my slices of olive, make them nice so that they go well as the sandwich. And hey, if you're not strict on your low carb, you can have a few chips. That doesn't hurt anything. Not for me anyway. I'm not strict. I do low carb, but I have a little bit of crunch in my taco salad most of the time. So I just put some lettuce in the bowl. This is not a full meal, so that's not a full bowl full. But I put a good amount of the taco meat in. Warm is best because it helps melt the cheese and all the toppings will blend so much easier. So I add a good amount of the ground beef mixture, taco meat mixture, lots of cheddar cheese. I don't do a whole lot of dairy, but I do like it in my the cheddar cheese and sour cream in my taco salad. And I put a good amount of this salsa. It's very chunky. and it helps to make up kind of like a dressing, because the sour cream that I put on here, a big scoop, is pretty thick. But with the salsa and the taco sauce, it mixes together and makes a really nice dressing. Top it with your favorite toppings, avocado. Me, I like olives. You can add slices of jalapeno, whatever you like. But you gotta have the taco sauce. Mine has to be Taco Bell hot sauce. You can get it at your grocery, or, you got packets in your car, I'm sure. But anyway, I just throw that all over. I add a few chips and mix it up. And it doesn't look real pretty, but oh my gosh, it is so good. And I just usually eat it with a spoon. I have a fork sometimes, but usually with a spoon. And you know what? It's delicious, and it's gone. So that was super easy, right? Everybody knows how to make taco salad. If you got the taco seasoning packet and you've got all your ingredients, all you really need is your ground beef, your cheese, and some onions or whatever you like to put in it. You make it your own. I like to add black olives. I like to use that pico salsa because it's got the chunks of tomatoes and peppers and onions and a little bit of kick. But, I mean, you make it your own. And don't forget, below I have my 5 free mocktail recipes. The link is below. Every single one of them will go with this taco bowl, or they'll go great with anything, really. But this taco bowl is what I keep the taco meat in the fridge because I like to just put some meat in a bowl. I'll heat it up before I go, put it in a container, put some cheese in a container. I don't even take lettuce or anything. Just put some cheese, maybe some sour cream, and some taco sauce, in that same bowl, and boom, I take it. I don't need to eat it hot. I can eat it room temperature. It's just that delicious, and it works for a great, quick, low-carb meal. Yeah, if you want to add some chips, I do. I am not strict at all. But you do what you need. This is very easy to adapt to whatever way of eating you like. So anyway, tell me in the comments, what are some of your add-ons or things you like to put in your taco salad? I'd love to hear it. And until next time, I'll see you. Love you. Bye.